Sign the times, guys. For false Christ and false prophets will rise and show signs. I'm back at 24. Great signs and wonders to deceive, if possible, even the elect. It said signs and wonders will follow them, right? But it didn't say it would follow. It didn't say they were believers in the signs and wonders follow. It said they will have signs that will follow them. They will do work as though they come from that relationship with God. Yeah, there's some difference, don't you? Okay? All right. Yes, I will. Let me finish this, and then I got to say this. He says this, for false Christ and false prophets. Verse 25. See, I have told you beforehand. Therefore, if they say to you, look, he is in the desert, do not go out, or look, he is in the inner room, do not believe it. For as the lightning comes, and for as the lightning comes from the east and flashes to the west, so also will the coming of the Son of Man be. Got it? When lightning hits, it goes across the board, right? That's what they're telling you. It just takes up the whole thing. It says that Jesus is going to be coming back, and he's going to take up the span. He's not going to be in one, okay. Not just one person's going to see him. Not just one person going to meet him. Okay, y'all understand that? All right, let's go look further. That's pretty simple and powerful, isn't it? So also with the coming of the Son of Man be, for wherever the carcasses is, there the eagles will be gathered together. You might catch it? I know this one sounds good. And this is basically what we're talking about right here. Jesus here uses birds of prey, eagles or vultures, if you will, in that particular process, gathering over the carcasses to describe the destruction. When people know that destruction is coming, what will they do? People who think that they can get something out of it, what do they do? Okay, when you're at your weakest, don't some unusual folks show up that's not around you all the time. Y'all understand this? When you're at a crossroad in your life, all of a sudden these people from your past start to manifest. Do y'all not understand how this goes? Yes, Holy Ghost. He said to me, I'm trying to say it, even a child can understand it. We have to understand that, I know this is going to sound hard, but God loves his people, and God has a plan for his people, but you got to stay with people. And the catch is, we have to understand that misery loves company. Wicked has a keen instinct. People who strongly disagree with God know who they can go to in the congregation or the family that's having a weak moment to feed negativity and destruction into. They can smell it. Y'all understand that? You ever wonder when a woman of sensuality or a man of sexuality know when to hit on somebody? They can smell when you're missing something. Old folks used to tell people that people didn't believe it, but they did. A man can smell when women are in a high place in that place, and a woman can sense when a man is in a weak place of being okay. And that's how they latch on, if you let them. That's why those things can't be your daily meditation. That's why you have to have your daily meditation on God. So you'll think that all of a sudden you have become extremely attractive. No, you're just another piece of the carcass that the eagles have toned in on. We get that? Male or female? Y'all get this? So sin can smell sin. Weakness can smell weakness, and strength can smell strength. All right. The sensory of knowing that you have someone who has the ability to be your equal or be your lesser. People know that. You can't make that lie up and say, well, I didn't know. Oh, you knew. Well, how do you know? Because it didn't match your upbringing. It didn't match what you were nurtured in that was positive and building. And you can't say it wasn't positive and building because the heavens will be shaken. Then the sign of the Son of Man will appear in heaven. Then what? The sign of the Son of Man will appear in heaven. And what's the sign? Let's go a little further here. Here we go. And then all the tribes of the earth will mourn, and they will see the Son of Man coming on the clouds. Here's the sign. Coming on the clouds. So they say he in the desert. That ain't him. If they give you a physical address to come see Jesus, that ain't him. If they give you a picture from the wall, that ain't him. That's an ideal of somebody's mindset of the vision of what they see based on their needs to be met. And he will send his angels. Listen. See the Son of Man coming on the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. And he will send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet. And they will gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other. Not a few meeting in the desert. Not a few going to this house over here or that house over there where the Lord's supposed to be and ain't nobody else look. That's not how he's coming, and that's not how he's going to do. He's going to gather all at one call. Sweep it like lightning shooting from the west to the east and the east to the west. That's the whole span. If you are the elect, those that are separated unto God, in spite of all that's going on. The danger with stepping out from your relationship with God to satisfy your flesh or what you think you have to have, that you think you can't do without, that's not blessed of God. The danger of that is none of us are guaranteed the breath of God to get us out of it. Amen. None of us are guaranteed that he's not going to let the breath escape the temple of the Holy Ghost. We may not get back to repent. That's what this means. So when you do that, that's trickery, and it's got you fooled that God is on your clock and you're not on God's clock. Man's clock has numbers. God's clock is in years. One day is like 1,000 years. From last Thursday to this Thursday, I don't know how long we have lived. 7,000 years. We have lived in God's eyes and God's spirit. We have lived 7,000 years. We have not lived 7 days. We have lived 7,000 years. I don't know about you. My God. I look doggone good right about now to me. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Look how blessed I am in my God. Okay. All right. Talk if you want. Can't nobody tell my story like I can tell my story. I done crossed 7,000 God years. And you had no authority and power to stop me. Long as I stayed under the covering of God. And God told us last week, he gave us an assignment. He said, because I've given you an assignment, then now you're going to make it at least the next Thursday. So God don't send out his word to return to him void. It goes out and accomplishes what he said it will do. I hope y'all have an ear to hear and obey God. It's been a blessing to me. Things have come across my path this week that I've had to deal with. And it had to be God. Because a regular human being would have shut it off a long time ago. And moved on to the next thing. But starting it is a staying power. And nobody can take your joy, which is your strength, first year of Darius, the son of Ahasuerus, of the lineage of the Medes, or Medes, or whatever you call them, who was made king over the realm of the Chaldeans. In the first year of his reign, I, Daniel, understood by the books the number of the years specified by the word of the Lord through Jeremiah the prophet, okay, that he would accomplish 70 years in the desolation of Jerusalem. Then I set my face toward the Lord. Here's what Daniel did. This is what we don't do. When God gives us a counsel of the gospel and the word and tells us ahead of time what's coming and we get prepared, we don't find a place to get with God. Daniel knew how to get in the presence of God. So what he did was went into a visitation of prayer with God, prayer and supplication with God. We'll go in a gospel corner. Call every little religious freak there is in our life. I believe the Lord is saying this. I thought I heard the Lord say this. I read this. I saw this. I had a dream. I don't know what God trying to, and know you're trying to fish for an answer. If everybody got an answer every time you fishing for something from God, and you haven't gotten it from God, you already in trouble. Because God ain't going to tell everything about you to somebody else before he let you know. Amen. Or the one that's the watchman of your soul, which is your pastor if you're under a covering. If you're not under a cover, there ain't no watch. You're on your own. That's why it's good to be hooked up to a local church. Because God will reveal to them when you came here that your soul is in danger of going to damnation. And you'll get the warning, but it's up to you to receive. Amen. So, and then I set my face towards the Lord, God to make, verse 3 in Daniel chapter 9, God to make requests by prayer and supplication with fasting, and during those days they did sackcloth and ashes, showing that they were mourning, if you will. So Daniel will show he was mourning and seek God. And here's how he prayed. And I prayed to the Lord my God and made confession and said, O Lord, great and awesome God, who keeps his covenant and mercy with those who love him and with those who keep his commandments. Who did he stay in covenant with? Those that love him, that keep his covenant. No, let's go to the covenant first. That love him and keep the covenant. In other words, keep the relationship going with you and your God. You do everything to keep that relationship going. You saturate yourself to stay in right relationship with God. You love him, stay in right covenant with him, and know who have your mercy over everything, and you go forward, and then you keep his commandments. You keep what is required for you to stay holy. You keep what's required with you to stay saved. Working out your soul salvation with fear and trembling. You know what stops you from communicating with God. You know what stops you from being faithful to the Lord. It is your responsibility, not some preacher, teacher, evangelist, prophet, apostle, or pastor to run you down. It's for you to do. It ain't your job to make sure I stay pastor. It's my job. I gotta work out my soul salvation and fear and trembling with God to stay in my position that God called me to be an apostle, whatever. That ain't your job. That's my responsibility. Because whatever calls me to step off the relationship and the covenant I have with God for the kingdom, what he's assigned me to, that's the thing I gotta stay away from. That's my responsibility. It's pretty serious and simple. Verse 5. And he said, and he prayed, and everybody, people don't want to pray. Don't nobody want to say, well, I ain't sinned. I ain't done nothing. Oh, shut up. We all have done something. We done told some kind of little tiny lie and won't even repent and correct it. Just want to get mad when you get busted. Done this and done that. Because nobody else saw it. You think nobody else saw it, but God see all things. Everything we do, his eyes is on us. And it's not condemnation, it's to save us before the end. And to give us the benefits that we should have on this side, staying in the Father, in the right covenant. We have sinned, verse 5, and committed iniquity. We've sinned. We have lost faith in God at some point. And then we follow learned behavior, which is iniquity. Iniquity is learned behavior, stuff that you are taught to believe is right. But it's wrong. Learned behavior. I said this to my daughter. We were talking yesterday a little bit. I know they keep saying that we got to get the handle on this mental health thing, dealing with these people, killing people and stuff. That ain't the issue. Hate is a learned behavior. Love is pure, and it's not a learned behavior. It is the presence of the giving God. God didn't give us hate, but he gave us love. That's not a learned behavior. That is a standard of living. That is a standard of life. That's a standard of life. You got it? Love is not a learned behavior. Now, how to be intimate in making love is a learned behavior. Y'all didn't know that? That's two different things. Loving human beings and loving other people is something that's given to us by God. But somebody can come in and give you the method of iniquity, which is a doctrine and a teaching and a development to turn it outside of itself, which is hate. So what we have is a lack of the word of God being ministered and penetrated, which is the love of God over all the wickedness that's being taught in society. You got more pamphlets, and you got, for instance, in schools, y'all do know in the libraries now, they have an entire series in the public libraries and in the school libraries where they have books on how to deal with families with same-sex marriages or partners. They have books that our children get from kindergarten level to 12th grade to tell them how to incorporate this in your life. But you cannot go into school and find anything in the books about Jesus. I know. Those are all learned behaviors, developed behaviors. And no, God didn't give us some kind of sale. Ain't nothing split in the process. All right. Every human being come here with an unction of a desire that is developed some kind of way. We all have that same, to my table, the same desire came to my table in the process of what identity I was going to take upon for sexuality. There was a process of the attempt to introduce both. Y'all get that? Y'all hear what I'm telling you? So there was a learned, developed thing. There was also a process to teach me how to like eating a steak or a pork chop. So the learned development, taste bud, if you will. Sensory of the body. These things are sensories of the body. There was a development to learn either to like my natural hair or to like my perm hair. Those are taught behavior. I used to spend $125, $200, $300 when I was in high school getting my hair done. Well, I could do it. I worked a full-time job. I went to school full-time. I worked a full-time job. My dad didn't require me to pay the bills in the house. I just took care of it. My bills. When I had children or had a child, just me and my child, I couldn't do that anymore because we had to eat. We had to have a roof over our head. We had to have a car. We had to have shoes, clothes, milk, pampers. Follow? When I got married, we had a family. We had things. We had issues. It wasn't. I'm good either way. To God be glory. These are learned behaviors developed. Am I right? And so you learn what triggers you, so to speak. If you tell us go that route, and if it's not right for you, but you stay in it too long, the Bible says it will consume you. So what you spend the most of your time with, it will consume you. If you spend the majority of your time with iniquity, which is learned behavior, it will consume you. If you spend most of your time with sin nature, it will consume you. If you spend most of your time developing your spiritual walk with not the soul, salvation, and trembling, it will consume you. And you got some people that go to the far, and they got no relationship with God, but they so smooth, they so spiritual, they're so spiritual. Don't even know how to spell spiritual, but they spiritual. I hear the Lord. Where's the fruit? Where's the souls that have gotten saved? We're the people whose life has been increased unto the glory of God. All glory belongs to God. But then look at the fruit that they bear, not the gifts they already have. Yes, come without repentance. Amen? All right, let's go a little bit further. So this is not condemning the human race of any kind, but everybody in the human race needs to know that it's not one on the earth that has not been attempted to be introduced into every area of life that triggers an emotion in your flesh. Everybody here has been introduced to the idea. I was thinking about this coming up for college for our kids. So I want to tell the youth department they need to go ahead and start doing for our kids to take to college because it's a shock. And it wasn't done in the churches where I was, but it should have been done. It would help them. And it also stopped them from having questions down the line, but it's got to start now. Anyway, I'm going to ask this question, and I want everybody here. I'm talking to my women and my men. In your life of developing young people in the life of coming up in the Bible, most of us hung around family members. Right. Our country family members, our state family members. There was just a bunch of family. We just all, as a culture of people, we all just kind of came together, right? As women, and I'm talking to the women right now, and there's a reason I'm saying this. So let me tell the truth and shame the devil. Let's stop this trash. Let's get some healing in here. That's the truth. Every woman in here that has ever been tempted by both ideas of what sexuality is, male and female level, to your life, raise your hand. Somebody probably used to be. That's 100% of the women in this room. There's not one. Somebody tried to show you one or the other. It's not both. Men, anybody try to show you one or both of them? Raise your hand. Of sexuality. If you with women, somebody feels bad, at least raise your hand. Okay? Am I right? Y'all follow me? Yeah. But there's the mechanism of it in my case, and I'm talking about me, keep it to me. It was something about relationship with God, even as a babe or kid, and I knew certain things just wasn't to be. Does that make sense? So as I got older and I could make some decisions, I didn't spend time with those people. I still don't spend time with those people. I didn't throw them away, and I still love them, but I don't saturate my life with their presence. Right. They're not my Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday folks. They may be family reunion folks. Or I see you at a funeral folk. But ain't no, you remember, back off. Y'all understand that? And I found a soundness of where I knew, I tell everybody, I know I am to be a wife. All right. I've always known that I was to be a wife and a mother. All right. Always. Never had any concerns, never had any thoughts. I am not one to not be married, and because I love children. I love my children. People get mad at me when I tell them how my pregnancy went and my birth went. I had one lady call me. I told her, I said, well, I didn't know. I can't explain it to you. I didn't know my first child. I know I was in labor. I went to school, finished my I was by myself when I gave birth to my husband. Okay? So you know. Y'all get this? So everything is a learned behavior. It knows your God. It's not a state of, I came out like that. No, he didn't. Remember the centuries I told you? People will know where things are that have weaknesses in it and missing increments, and they'll build on that in you, and you'll begin to mold and say, that is. But God has a truth about it that you have to search God. And nobody ever tells you to search God about it. And I saw recently they had this thing on there, I didn't know nothing about it. They said they had banned something, I don't know, something about doing, that's what I know how to describe it, I can't think of the name, but brainwashing people of homosexuality to some kind of thing that they were doing, conversion type thing. Is that what it's called? Conversion therapy. I ain't never heard of nothing like that in my life. What you mean? I said, if it ain't salvation, it ain't going. It ain't going nowhere. You can't convert nobody like that. He said convert them to salvation. So that the Holy Ghost can bring to conviction of what is pleasing to God and not pleasing to God. You can't do that to people. That's not right. That's control. That's witchcraft. Y'all understand what I'm saying? And you don't do that in the kingdom of God. You can't beat it out of nobody. You can't cuss it out of nobody. You can't slap them with holy water and oil out of them until their spirit man gets in a relationship with God. Just like us. Sin is sin. I don't care what it is. Adultery, fornication, lying. You can have people that have that locked up head. They just a ball around. You just walk up and say, hello. Hey, I was just thinking about you listen out. Trying to make you feel good. Ain't never had a thought of it. Unless they were trying to plan to get something on you. But I'm just simply saying, lie is life, sin is sin, right? Looking at somebody, walking with somebody else got covered. That's a sin. That's the same sin. It's the same sin as murdering. Y'all know that. In God's eyes. Just like one day is 1,000 years of God. I don't know, 7,000 years from last surgery to this surgery. Okay, sin is sin in God's eyes. You can't brainwash people like that. Parents used to say they're going to beat the lie out of us, didn't they? Tell that lie. Beat you until you tell the truth. No, you were just going to confess a momently so you can stop getting beaten. So you know that. Right, nicely. So the pain and the thing is gone. Y'all get how this works. Until people come to a washing of their spirit with God, they won't know the right from wrong because it's not taught that way. It is ministered in the love of God that God loves us right where we are. And if you stick with God and get nurtured in God, He'll counsel you in this place with God, the Holy Ghost. But we have a responsibility, as this man was saying. We're not teaching the Word of God in the churches. We're teaching to emotions and feelings and taste buds and sight and hearing. You can't do that. I don't want nobody to miss God's kingdom. I don't care what my enemies have done to me. I will not want them to go to hell. Do y'all understand this? So we have to teach it with the understanding and the knowledge of God. But we have to, there's some things you have to fast and pray. Some things you just pray, but there's some things you have to fast and pray. So all that we see in this week is nothing but hatred that's been developed and nurtured somewhere. Somebody nurtured this man. They didn't wake up coming out like that. Because when you're born, all children come from God, and God is love. So somebody put this seed there and nurtured it. And that's what the families were saying about the two guys who killed. They said, we don't understand because we didn't bring them up. We didn't teach them. We didn't teach them. The one who killed his sister, he literally walked her to in front of the nightclub and walked away and turned around and shot her to death. So he had so much hatred in him, he did not even recognize his own sister. All he saw was hate. That's dangerous. That's why people, when You can't walk them out of it. You can't walk them down from it. Here's the other thing. The one that did all the killing of the 23, I think it was, the 22, yeah. The week before, his mother called the police department and told them he had a magazine rifle and she needed them to go get it from him. The week before he did all the mass killing, here's what they said. He's 21. You can't tell him what to do. She called and asked him to help her get the rifle from him. The week before the killing, she reported her own killing. And the law did nothing. That's always the way it is. That's main way. But Daniel said, you got to pray. You got to pray. Here's how you have to do this. And we're going to get ready to go. And I'll do a prayer with you and show you this, how it works. Verse 4, and I praised the Lord my God and made confession and said, O Lord, great and awesome God, who keeps his covenant and his mercy with those who love him and with those who keep his commandments. We have sinned and committed iniquity. Verse 5, and then you know, we have done wickedly and rebelled. He didn't exclude himself, did he? He said, we have done wickedly and rebelled, even by departing from your precepts and your judgments. Verse 6, neither have we heeded, neither have we heeded your servants. We ain't listened to your men and women of God. Then said, we ain't listened to them. Who spoke in your name to our kings and our princes, to our fathers, and all the people of the land. O Lord, righteousness belongs to you. But to us, shame of faith, as it is this day. To the men of Judea, to the inhabitants of Jerusalem, and all Israel, those near and those far, off in all the countries to which you have driven them, because of the unfaithfulness which they have committed against you. Oh, Lord, let us. Oh, my God. Oh, Lord, to us belongs shame of faith, to our kings, our princes, and our fathers, because we have sinned against you. To the Lord our God belong mercy and forgiveness, though we have rebelled against him. I'm going to read verse 10. Let's go a little further. We have not obeyed the voice of the Lord our God to walk in his laws, which he set before us by his servants, the prophets. Yes, all Israel has transgressed your law and has departed as not to obey your voice. Therefore, the curse and the oath written in the law of Moses, the servants of God, have been poured out on us. Y'all get this? Because we have sinned against him. And he has confirmed his words, which he spoke against us and against our judges who judged us by bringing upon us a great disaster. For under the whole heaven, such has never been done as what has been done to Jerusalem. Y'all get it? All because man has rebelled and walked away from God. You can't find a book in the school system on Jesus. But there's no reason for his name not to be uttered in the building by those who believe. There's no reason for the ones who are in the building not be praying and fasting in that atmosphere. The parents, the teachers, the staff, the grandparents, the aunts, the uncles. There's no reason for us not to be praying for these kids. They're developing everything to take us to the destruction of our flesh, but they also removing everything to keep our spirits from being strong. So it's not us. We're not so bad we can't be saved. We're not so much in sin. No one person is so wrong, except for those who deny the power of God and can't be saved because they blaspheme God's Spirit, the Holy Ghost. But those of us who are still able to do so, it's still available. But we have to follow the deeds of what it takes to be done to get it done. relationship with God that causes you to be blessed. And the Bible. And tonight, let me say this with this thing I have in me in the morning. God loves us. He loves us. He loves us. He loves us. I love us. I don't care what condition you're in. I tell people in the world, my family, everybody, I don't care what makes you in. I love you no matter what. It ain't my problem that you come around me and you can get in. Because I ain't saying I love you. If you can't come around me and what you're in, then just don't do what you're doing and you know you're coming. But I ain't saying come. And come with respect. That's all I have. And come with respect. All right, now I'm going to show you how I pray and how I encourage people to pray and supplement yourself to God when it comes to this. And I find myself doing this prayer right now a lot. Father, in the name of Jesus Christ of Nazareth, God, forgive us, your people. You are great and mighty God. We have sinned against you. We have separated ourselves from you. We have lied against you. We can't lie on you because you're true, but we've lied against you. We've stolen from your kingdom work. We've abused your kingdom work. We've used your kingdom work. Forgive us, God. Father, in the name of Jesus Christ, forgive us. Have mercy on us even more. And let your grace be mighty in our lives. In the name of Jesus Christ of Nazareth, we pray. It's simple. The first thing you have to confess is we all messed up. Stop talking about what somebody else has done. You ain't the Lord. Talk about all that's messed up and ask God for forgiveness for all. And then ask Him to minister to us all. That we walk and serve Him in spirit and in truth. Tell God.